안녕하세요. 제 이름은 제니퍼입니다. 반갑습니다. Hi guys. 오랜만이다. Long time no see. Um, I've actually been away for a little bit, and I actually do apologize for being away as long as I was, for like almost 3 or 4 years. If I kind of lost track because a lot of things had happened all at once, and right now I'm actually recording on my iPhone 7 Plus. So sorry for like the bad angle and that kind of thing, but I actually wanted to take the time to say thank you to the people, my quote unquote, I'll say my fellow K-pop fans, anyone that's out there that still watches my videos and still takes the time to comment. Thank you very much for defending me, even when I'll be honest, at that time when I started making those K-pop videos, I had just been doing a lot of self-studying around that time, and picking up how to speak Korean and singing in Korean and that kind of thing. But trust me, I've gotten much better at it over the years. And I just wanted to tell you guys thank you very much, and excuse the angle here. I'm not recording on my computer or my webcam for now, since my computer's having a little bit of issues. I gotta get a new antivirus for my computer and that kind of thing. And yeah, this is the inner nerd of me talking here. But anyway, I just wanted to say that I will be coming back and making K-pop covers in due time. But for now, I'm actually in the middle of, how do I say this? I'm actually in the middle of going through some changes when it comes to life and that kind of thing. So I will be coming back. I'm not going to say exactly when, but just know that I actually do read the comments, and anything negative or that kind of thing, I'm just gonna just basically flat out ignore, because I know I've seen my share of negative comments about certain topics and that kind of thing. And I just wanted to come back on a K-pop related video. And I did want to come back a little earlier, like around December, but with the major event that happened on December 18th of 2017, like about almost 3 weeks ago, I can't, I'm like literally trying to hold back the tears as I say this. I'm getting like very, like I can feel my eyes getting misty when I'm talking about this. And it's because it's something that how do I say this? It deeply affected me, and it sort of changed my look on things. And this was, in my opinion, one of the most devastating things that has happened since the ladies' code tragedy that happened to Unbi and Rise. That, and on top of that, layered with what happened on December 18th, like, it just really made me look at things in a different light. And I will be talking about the things that have happened to me and why it took me so long to come back in another video. So for now, I actually wanted to take the time to talk about and address the issue that happened with SHINee's Kim Jonghyun. My bias in SHINee, if you didn't know this, he is, I can never say the word was when it comes to people that I care about or people that I admire that have passed on and that kind of thing. Because to me, spiritually, they still are here in that sense. And when it comes to things that are pertaining with the supernatural, like, I do want to cover those type of subjects or those type of topics in another video, because like I want to switch it up on my channel and kind of revamp it a little bit, if you know what I mean. But I will still be doing any topics that have to do with K-pop and my opinions on what's been happening and that kind of thing. But I just wanted to take the time to acknowledge this particular subject, and this is a sore spot for me because Kim Jonghyun is my bias in SHINee. like I love all of the members of SHINee equally, but Kim Jonghyun was the one that I gravitated to the most out of all the members. Don't get me wrong, I love them all. I love Onyu, I love Taemin, I love Ki, and I love Minho. But Jonghyun was the one that I felt like I related to the most because his personality and my personality are very similar in that sense. And just mentioning what happened on December 18th is very, very hard for me. Like, I'm literally trying to like fight back the urge to just want to break down and cry. I don't want to do it in front of the camera and that kind of thing. But I have been in mourning and crying on and off since it happened. And I can imagine that other shawls are just taking it just as hard as I am. And I'm literally trying so hard to not cry right here. And I'm also trying to curb my tongue because of the YouTube apocalypse thing that happened. And some other subject material that have happened, some crazy stuff. But on to the subject of SHINee's Kim Jonghyun. December 18th was actually a very, like, I felt like I'll be honest with you, I literally felt like as if something was really off about that day. And like the reason why I keep looking away is because I'm literally like trying to put my thoughts together so I could be able to say this. And I'm also trying to control emotions and that kind of thing. But I felt like now was the time to actually address this. And so I wanted to do this and take the time to pay my respects and talk about the things that I had been going through since Jonghyun committed suicide and that kind of thing. And like, I don't know why, but for me, I'm literally caught like in the middle where it's like a part of me just doesn't want to accept what happened because I've been a fan of SHINee for since their debut, basically since May 25th, 2008. I've been a fan of SHINee. And it's because of SHINee that I got into K-pop, along with Super Junior and other groups that have come to unfortunately disband here and there. But and I could literally hear creaking, but it's from outside because yesterday there was a huge snowstorm here in New York, and I didn't have to work yesterday and today as I'm making this video. And so anyway, on to the subject of December 18th. What can I say? Like, for me, it was supposed to be a normal day. Like, I was supposed to go to work and that kind of thing. And literally, I don't really like talking about this because I know how I get. But how do I say this? I'm sorry if I keep taking a lot of breaks in between what I want to say and what I'm thinking, is because like I'm trying to put everything into like something clear and cohesive for you guys. But I kept waking up on the morning of December 18th, like really early morning hours. It's let's see here. I kept waking up after the hours of 3 o'clock in the morning because I don't know what it was exactly that kept waking me up. Didn't know what it was exactly, but I just knew that something was really off that morning. And I had a hard time going back to sleep. Kept waking up at 3, then 3:18, then 3:38, then 4 o'clock in the morning, and I was just like, why the hell can't I sleep? And eventually I managed to go to sleep, and then I had to get up about an hour and 20 minutes later, like at 5:20, in order to leave the house at 6 in the morning. And basically what ended up happening was that as soon as I got to work, like I was just checking the notifications on my phone and that kind of thing, and then I saw the notification from Soompi, since I have their app on my phone. And that's when I literally felt like as if the carpet was kind of pulled out from under me. I felt like I got punched in the gut. I felt like all the wind got knocked out of me as soon as I saw the notification that said SHINee's Jonghyun passes away at 27. And that hit me like a ton of bricks. Was not expecting it, but I knew that since I was at work, I couldn't cry in front of my other coworkers and stuff, but I just felt very numb. I still feel numb in that sense, which is why I'm so on the fence about it. Where it's like there's a huge part of me that just doesn't want to accept it, and there's another part of me that's just like, this happened, like this is for real. To me, it feels like a nightmare that I want to wake up from, but yet reality just slaps me in the face, and it's like, no, this really happened, and you have to come to terms with it. And I was just devastated. As soon as I got home, I just broke down into tears and just started crying hysterically. And for me, like, I haven't been able to watch any other K-pop material as of late, but I did get to see BTS performing for New Year's Rockin' Eve, and it was nice. But that I just knew, even when New Year's Eve came around, I just wasn't feeling it. Christmas wasn't like, I had, how do I say this? I had no kind of energy. Didn't feel like doing nothing. You could say in that sense that I did feel sort of depressed about what happened to Jonghyun. And even to this day, to me, it just seems like how do I explain? To me, it just seems like something that I did not imagine happening. And then ever since then, it's like I've been trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together. And it seemed like he really did leave us Shaol's signs of the things that he was planning to do or what he was dealing with and that kind of thing. And I was lucky enough to catch every single time he would go on to Instagram live, and I was always one of the first people to show up on the live, and I always said hello to him and that kind of thing. And when I look back, like I literally feel like, how do I say this? Like I could somehow relate, or just plain flat out relate to the things that he was feeling and the things he was expressing in his solo material and his songs, and the songs that he would write and that kind of thing. And to me, it's just, I don't know, somehow I'm still in a state of disbelief about it. I can't believe that I can't believe that it happened, to be honest with you. And I still have a hard time dealing with it. So the only thing I've been doing until then is just watching SHINee videos, listening to his music. For me, is a source of comfort. And to be honest with you, like that's all I've been able to do in order to cope with what happened. But I know that eventually life keeps going, and I know that I gotta keep going, because I know for a fact that that's what he would have wanted. And I'm not gonna say that's what he would have wanted because I didn't even know him personally. I was lucky enough to see SHINee perform at the SM Town concert here in New York back in 2011. I had interactions with SHINee. I had interactions with Dongbang Shinki. I had interactions with FX. Like I didn't get the chance to actually record, since I did record a little bit of video, but it was on my old phone on my BlackBerry, and then I think on my computer I still have the file from when I was recording, but this was before everybody went on stage. My battery almost died, so I couldn't record it as much as I had wanted to, but I still have the visual memories in my head of that concert. And I swear to God, for me, it's something that I could, how do I say, it was the best time of my life, something that I'll never forget. And basically, the reason why I say I feel like I actually do relate with how Jonghyun was feeling, especially during the last days of his life, was because I actually went through and still am dealing with some form of depression. I'll be honest and blunt when I say this. I did actually, this is a little hard for me to say because I don't want to, like, I don't want people to have pity for me and that kind of thing. Like, it happened several years back, but I was a victim of bullying, and I was severely bullied for being a little bit heavy set. Like, I am a chubby girl, yes. Like, I'm always honest with myself in that sense. But I just I actually did deal with being severely bullied all throughout school, from elementary, middle, and high school. And so by the time, and I also had to drop out of high school because of the fact that I was severely bullied. And I actually did try to attempt suicide. And like, I don't want to go into specifics about what it was exactly that I had tried to do, but I also was self-harming myself and cutting and that kind of thing. And I actually did manage to be able to come back from that. And how do I say this? I just know that I actually do relate with a lot of what he was feeling. And to me, it's just devastating that he actually went through with it. Which, in that sense, like, I'm still in disbelief about it. I can't come to terms with it. And literally, it's just been a tough end of the year of 2017, and even now, like, I still can't bring myself to listen to like the newer stuff that's been coming out and that kind of thing. But slowly I've been trying to come back to like listening to like the new stuff, but every time I'm always reminded of what had happened back in December, and I just end up going back into, like, I feel like, for me, and I know that every other shower must be feeling like this, where it's like I feel like my source of comfort has been watching SHINee's music videos and listening to Jonghyun and hearing his voice. For me, it's a huge source of comfort. It's been able to bring me out of that funk that I was in when he left us ahead of time. And so I just basically wanted to talk a little bit about what had happened. And sorry if I sound a little bit like still trying to like string my sentences together and that kind of thing. So forgive me if I'm actually coming off like this, or if I'm sounding like this. It's just because I just felt like I had to put all of my thoughts someplace, and I thought I would make a video like this in order to basically say I'm back. And I will be talking about other subject material eventually, since I do want you guys to get to know me a little bit. So if you actually want me to talk about more stuff, or more K-pop related material, or just things that have been going on social media or that kind of thing, you can just let me know in the comments below. And also follow me on Instagram, and my Instagram username is ShinyStar89. On there I have a lot of makeup stuff and that kind of thing, because that's what I've been getting into lately. But other than that, I just wanted to acknowledge and talk a little bit. I'm guessing, like, trying to get some things off of my chest about what happened and that kind of thing. So just make sure to leave your comments or topics that you want me to cover or that kind of thing in the comment box, or should I say in just the comments below. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. And basically, for all of my fellow shawls out there that are dealing with what happened to our beloved Jonghyun, just know that, like, I'm actually, like, how do I say this, I'm still, like, in mourning with all of you. And how do I say this, I just hope that Kim Jonghyun, wherever you are, I miss you. Us showels, we miss you. We love you very much. And also for all of my K-pop fans out there in general, stay strong. I know that life tends to throw some curveballs at us, and I just know that we just gotta know how to stay, like, just continue to stay strong and be able to deal with things when these types of things happen. Life is too short. Just know that, how do I say this, just basically life is too short. Live your life. Even if you're going through some things, if you feel like you want to talk or that kind of thing, my comment box below and my direct message, like, you can mail me and talk to me if you feel like you need someone to talk to about this or how to deal with these things. I've come to learn that how do I say this, and I'm sorry if I keep taking breaks in between me talking, but I'm just trying to, like, put my words together for this video. I'll try to make it a little bit more organized later on, but my mind has just been a little bit everywhere lately with what happened. But other than that, if you need a friend to talk to, someone who's actually loyal, someone who's willing to give you advice about certain situations or how to deal with things, my comment box and my direct messages, my mail area is always open to you guys. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, and you can DM me there if you want to talk or that kind of thing. And I just hope that I get to come back and make more videos on much lighter subjects and that kind of thing. But to SHINee's Kim Jonghyun, we love you dearly. We miss you. I miss you tremendously. And other than that, thank you for taking the time to watch my video. And I promise that I will be making more videos about different subjects and lighter material. Just let me know, or you can, if you feel like you need to get something off your chest or that kind of thing, you're more than welcome to do that in the comments below. Just make sure to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.